This is directly taken, this festival, from Chaitanya Charitamrita. We read Bhagavad Gita, we read Bhagavatam, then we read Chaitanya Charitamrita. This festival is taken from that book. And the Antilila, there is a chapter, Raghunath Das Goswami meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you type on the Veda base on the net online, he will see this is there. You can. I request you to read the whole chapter with the translation and explanation of Srila Prabhupada. Read everything. It's a beautiful chapter. So this is from there only. I have derived little Chida Dahi. So what is this festival? There's another picture. First thing we should understand is most important. There are 6 Goswamis. They are the authority on which ISKCON is based. The authority of the 6 Goswamis. When Srila Prabhupada sent his disciples to preach, some of them came to South India. And sometime when they met local people, people said, this is theirs, this is theirs. So they wrote Prabhupada. Prabhupada, they are speaking so many things. Prabhupada said, do not worry. Our authority is the Shad Goswamis. So they are so important. The foundation of the Krishna consciousness movement is the Shad Goswamis. And they took charge, particularly Rupa Goswami took charge of the mission of Lord Chaitanya. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale. That is Rupa Goswami. Here in this 6 Goswami. So one of the Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, other is Sanatan Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Gopal Bhatt Goswami. There are 6 Goswamis. So today there is about Raghunath Das Goswami. There is one Raghunath Bhatt Goswami also, which is the son of Venkata Bhatta. When you go to Srirangam, the place where Lord Chaitanya stayed, and one person made him stay for Chaturmasa. Just like now it is raining, we can't move anywhere. In the Vedic time, at the time of rain, the Chaturmasa, people will not move. I think it will be practically June, July, August, September here. So they are intelligent, they'll stay in a place. It's very difficult. And also the life was very so simple that actually you can stay. So there, Venkata Bhatta's son was Gopal Bhatt Goswami, who later became a very great devotee. But today we are talking about that was Raghunath Bhatt. This is Raghunath Das Goswami. Now this Raghunath Das Goswami was a son of a very, very rich merchant. This is sketch done, and you can see his father was a Jamindar. Previously, even in Mangalore, this kind of people were there, landholders who were extremely rich, practically owning. And sometimes we go for land, we meet people. They show my grandfather used to own from here to here some thousands of acres. They were there, Mangalore also, people like that. Correct? And after the land reform act, it all went away. So this is in the olden time, and he used to earn huge. Now we will see his earning. Very, very rich, billionaire. And that is behind his son with Tilak, Raghunath Das Goswami. As a small boy itself, he has great interest. In fact, all the 6 Goswamis are eternal assets of Lord Chaitanya. And Raghunath Das Goswami is also. And he had great desire. He used to serve Haridas Thakur. That is how he got so much mercy right at childhood. And when Lord Chaitanya visited, Govardhan Majumdar was so rich. His father and his uncle were so rich that practically they were feeding all the Brahmanas in that area. So rich. Generally Brahmanas are maintained by rich people. They were, by their dakshina, they are maintaining so many Brahmanas. Fabulously rich, very pious. We have in Chaitanya Charitamrita the discussion when Haridas Thakur once they invite to their house, and the discussion of Nama, the glorification of the holy name. So they're a very pious family, religious family, and very rich family. It's a great devotee. So once what happened, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his place, and then he went in the shelter of Haridas Thakur to do some service. He requested Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I want to be part of your mission. I want to be member of Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan army to spread the holy name all around. So then, what happened? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, behave very normally outside. You should be like a normal person outside and be very honest to Krishna within your heart. Correct? That's what you have to do. When you go to your office, when you go for so many things, correct? You should act very normally outside. Not that you are sitting in your college and your teacher is taking class and you say, Krishna, Krishna. Behave. Actually, his instruction is very important. Very normally outside and be chase to Krishna within your heart. Because people will not appreciate and then they make offenses to the Lord. That's what he does. But then the desire to serve Lord Chaitanya is burning in his heart, burning. And he's trying. He tries 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. He keeps trying. In fact, mother gets... Oh, sorry, this picture has come. So this is how... Oh, so fast it comes. Okay. So I have some explanation to do. So he tries and his father says, keep him at... Mother says, every day if the father, when he knows the son wants to become a sadhu, what the parents do, get him married. So they got him married. And because he's a billionaire, the wife was like Apsara, extremely beautiful. And his opulence is like Indra, so rich. All comforts are there at home, so many servants, big palace, unlimited wealth. But he wants to serve Lord Chaitanya mission. Why waste my energy into so many things? I want to execute Lord Chaitanya's mission. Take it. So then what happened was, he tried to run. 1 night, 2 night, 3 night, 4 night, not possible. His father kept 10 servants around him. He's rich. So the moment he runs, they will catch him. So it was regularly happening. So he found that he felt maybe Krishna's sanction is not there. Therefore this is happening. If Krishna's sanction was there, I would have been able to run. There is no sanction by the Lord. Okay. So he understood this much. Now what he did was that at this point he decided to do something. He came to know Lord Nityananda is coming nearby in a town called Pani Hatti. Therefore the festival name is Pani Hatti. So Lord Nityananda came in a nearby town and he went there. And from a distance, because as a humble devotee, he didn't feel it's fit to go near Nityananda. So he put obeisances from here. So Nityananda Prabhu said immediately, this pointed out to Nityananda Prabhu, Raghunath Das has come and is paying obeisance to you from long distance. So Nityananda Prabhu said, bring him. So that's what happened. After he comes, he told Nityananda Prabhu tells Raghunath Das Goswami, you make a festival and feed all my associates. And what do you feed? Yogurt and chipped rice. Chida means chipped rice. Dahi means yogurt. That's why it's called Chida Dahi festival. At a place called Pani Hatti. So either it is called Pani Hatti festival or Chida Dahi festival. You have gone to Pani Hatti? Next time you can go. Hearing this, Raghunath Das was greatly pleased. He was very happy. Oh, chalo, something I can do. Some service I got. Money is not an issue for him. He's a billionaire, okay, what is this small thing? So he said, okay, I can do something. So now what he does is that he buys big, you can see these huge pots, he gets few, where he gets some brahmanas to mix chipped rice with curd and some other fruits, chipped rice with condensed milk and some other, preparation. Those were cooks who know. So then all the things was being done. Each and every one of them was supplied 2 earthen pots, one of chipped rice soaked in yogurt, another chipped rice soaked in condensed milk. So 2 pots. When chipped rice had been served to everyone, Lord Nityananda Prabhu in meditation brought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. Okay? You can see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. So Nityananda Prabhu, what he does? He brings Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By his meditation, he knows why Raghunath Das Goswami has come to meet everything. Therefore, he is doing this festival. And then something happens. From each and every pot, Lord Nityananda Prabhu took one morsel of chipped rice and pushed in the mouth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a joke. And same thing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did to his mouth. You can see this happening. They are sharing. And most of the devotees are not able to see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. So very only advanced devotee could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there. Think of what is going on, they don't know what is he doing. Actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come, but this was invisible to most of the devotees. And this was what was going on. He was personally actually trying to bring mercy of Lord Chaitanya for Raghunath Das Goswami. So therefore he was, what do? Trying to please. On behalf of Raghunath Das Goswami, Nityananda Prabhu was getting his mercy. Nityananda Prabhu ordered, all you eat chanting the holy name of Hari. And there were so many people that there was no place, when you tell in the Vedic time, today time you tell, India-Pakistan cricket match is there, city will be closed, everybody will run. In Vedic time you tell, festival is there, city will be closed. Everybody is very eager for spiritual festivals. People today are compromised, therefore they are eager for material things, correct? But Vedic time they are very eager for spiritual upliftment. Once Srila Prabhupada, this is there in the Civilization and Transcendence book, in a conversation, they tell Srila Prabhupada, somebody is telling, Indians are very lazy. So Prabhupada said, yes, but not spiritually lazy still. You see Tirupati still, they're standing in queue for one day, they're ready. Kumbh Mela, you see. I've seen when you're in Kanpur, see the trains passing. Even animals will not sit like that. Like, there's no ticket at that time, it's like free service. In one compartment, 72 people, 100 people, daily 500 people. You cannot imagine. And like that they go. And Prabhupada said there is no advertisement by government. Now I heard last year it was very well organized, but generally no advertisement. Government is not campaigning. Is government campaigning in Mangalore? You should come to Tirupati. Is there a campaign going on? Still people are going. Campaign is for other things. IPL cricket match, there is a campaign, there are hundreds of crores sent on advertising. So people are not still spiritually, Prabhupada said culture is still holding them by the ear. Still they are not free, correct? So anyway, so people gathered in large number. Oh, festival, a festival is happening. Nityananda Prabhu has ordered a festival. Everybody running, lakhs of people from all villages near him, everybody is running. Festival. Now when you come for festival, most important thing is prasadam. And what is this festival? Festival of feasting. So everybody gets 2 pots, one condensed milk and one chipped rice soaked in curd. And they are, finding a place to sit and eat. No place, it's full. The people are standing in water with 2 pots in the river, because in the banks of the river, they're eating chipped rice. In the water they're standing, there is no place. It's whole, like a stampede situation. So Nityananda Prabhu orders everybody chant the names of Krishna, Hari Hari, and start. And people, when they were eating, they started remembering this kind of festival we heard in Krishna book. This Chida Dahi festival which is happening here, you can see this. People are sitting, correct? All in queue and being served prasadam. So it is Lord Krishna also used to eat like this with his friend. They remember Lord Krishna's pastime. In fact, Nityananda Prabhu associates many are, he's Balaram. Many associates, particularly 12 of his associates are from the Gopas, from the Lord Krishna Leela. So they were remembering and enjoying old festivals. Okay. So then what happens after this, there is one devotee called Raghav Pandita. There is a lot of discussion in Chaitanya Charitamrita about him. He used to cook with so much love. How he used to cook? With so much love that Lord Chaitanya Nityananda used to personally come and eat at his place, invisibly. In fact, the deities also used to sometime eat his plate. There is a lot of discussion in Chaitanya Charitamrita about his devotion for cooking. So it was quite normal for him. He used to cook and he make a plate, and plates used to be emptied Or you could see Lord Chaitanya Nityananda coming and personally. Daily this was an affair at his place. So many pastimes are there, office. He was a great devotee. He used to, when the cooks are concerned, they read about Raghav Pandita's cooking. Cooking with love, with great detail. Raghava's jhali. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, every year when he used to come to meet Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to bring a bag, like a gunny bag of hundreds of items made by Raghava Pandita. Raghava's bag it was. So many items used to be there for the pleasure of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Expert cook. So he comes and he had actually made for the, a big feast for Nityananda Prabhu. And then suddenly, he has changed his plan and he's having a feast because of Raghunath Das. That time Raghunath Das will become Raghunath Das Goswami. So now what to do? So he tells Nityananda Prabhu, Are, you are having some festival here. I made so many items for you. That I will have in the night. Now you also join us. So they have a nice feast actually. And in the evening, in the night, at his place, Nityananda Prabhu starts dancing. There is a Sankirtan. And one thing was there, when Nityananda Prabhu used to dance, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to appear. This was a regular affair. He said Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always at few places, and one of the places where Nityananda Prabhu is dancing, he immediately appears to watch his ecstatic dancing. So it was to enjoy Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he started dancing, all devotees start dancing, and Nityananda Prabhu also start dancing. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes there. And Nityananda Prabhu again notices, and is very happy. And when in the night, Raghav Pandita is used to it, he makes 2 plates, he makes both the brothers eat, and he gives prasadam to Raghunath Das Goswami. So he is blessed again. Next day what happens in the morning, Nityananda Prabhu takes his bath, and it's the same tree where he had asked him for a feast, he's sitting. And Raghunath Das went there and worshipped Lord Nityananda's lotus feet. Although Raghav Pandita, through Raghav Pandita, has submitted his desire. What is that? I am the lowest of men, the most sinful, fallen, condemned. Nevertheless, I desire to attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He makes his appeal. I am the most sinful, fallen and condemned. Nevertheless, I desire to attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gives his request. Okay, give me mercy. I'm in a very difficult position. Like a dwarf who wants to catch the moon, I have tried my best many times, but I have never been successful. Okay, so he was, first thing, if you want, point is in this festival you can learn how to get mercy. Correct? We have been discussing this many times. Even the beginning mercy of Lord Chaitanya makes you so powerful. Kataksha. Kaivalyam narakayate tidashapura akash pushpayate durdant indire kala sarpa potakatam sayate visham purna sakayate vidhi mehendra kitayate. These are all the symptoms manifest when somebody gets mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Kaivalyam narakayate. He is not interested in impersonal Brahman. He considered it hellish. Tidasapura akash pushpayate. All the pleasures which the mind is haunting with, comparable to the millions of heavenly places which are there. 30 million places, correct? We say 3 crore Devatas. And there are so many, There are so many heavenly pleasures they are having. So when you hear about that, oh, I can enjoy like that. He considered like Akash Pushpai, the flower in the sky. Durdant Indriya Kala Sarpa Potakadam Srayate. When somebody is controlling senses, a devotee laughs at that. Why need all this tapasya? He easily controlled his senses by chanting Hare Krishna. Correct? Vishnam Purnasthiti. For him, this world becomes Vaikuntha. And even if we see he's a very respectable person, in the society there are people who are very rich, powerful, like Brahma, Lord Shiva. He considers them like insects if they are not serving Krishna. Oh, very, very powerful rich man. He's an insect. Vidhi Mehendra. A person may be as powerful as Brahma and Lord Shiva. We cannot imagine their power. If they are averse to service to Krishna, Kitai, they take them like one insect. Correct? That much in a heart, he gives the respect, no value. This is the symptom somebody was kataksha, little mercy Lord Chaitanya has received. So we also need mercy. But the problem is, we don't make this prayer. Like this you make prayer. I am the lowest of men, the most sinful. Go to Lord Chaitanya today, make this prayer. Fallen and condemned. And this is actually a truth. Raghunath Das, it's not the truth. For us, it's a truth. He is speaking in advanced ecstasy this. For us, it's a truth statement. You know? Yes, somebody was joking. Very nice joke. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, the author, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and he says, I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai, and more fallen than, worm in the stool. The devotee is telling, he is speaking out of ecstasy. For us, it is true. So we should actually offer this prayer. I am most sinful, fallen and condemned. Nevertheless, I desire to attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I want shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like a dwarf who wants to catch the moon, I have tried my best many times, but I have never been successful to get the mercy. Correct? His case, the mercy is different. He wants shelter of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. Every time I try to go away and give up my home and relation, my father and mother unfortunately kept me bound. He at one level, he wants to go to a high level. Spiritual life is not becoming proud at whatever level you are. Look forward. Then you can offer this prayer. Most of us, what happens? We situate at wherever we are and try to justify that and be proud of that. Generally we do like that. Correct? But that is not for somebody who wants to advance in spiritual life. Somebody who wants to advance in spiritual life is different. He is continuously begging mercy to go forward. You understand? You got my point? Isn't it true like that? Wherever we are, we need mercy of the Lord to go forward. Always look forward, don't look backward. Just like in school it is very common. Out of 100 you get 10 marks, you have failed actually. But somebody gets 2, he got 2, and we are very happy. He got 2. We make fun of that. Correct? Isn't it true? But then if you look at this person got 99, oh my God. Then you have to, that means you want to progress. In spiritual life, what do you want? Mostly people do not want to progress. They have no plan to go back to God. It is just like a society, it becomes another society. Everybody is status quo. No. Just like Varnashama also. When in Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Varnashama, the goal is to serve Krishna. When they forgot the goal to serve Krishna, everybody became proud of their position. I'm a Brahmana, I am a Kshatriya. Oh, you have to serve Krishna. No, that you forgot. That we should not forget. Correct? And the focus is that we have to advance forward. I have to go forward. Then you will pray. If you do not have, that's why you see most of the time, be conscious. Today's day, did I offer a prayer to the Lord? Just think about it. And this I have said many times. I notice it because I say something, I notice. Sometimes whole day passes, I didn't offer a prayer. What am I doing? I told this so many times. Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, should we pray to Krishna? Prabhupada said, that's your only business. That is so clear, for him. Devotee is only praying. And sometimes we are not praying. And whatever position we are in is socio-economic, like in society. What happens in society? Everybody is proud of his position. See? I got this much money. And he looks at somebody who's down. Even talking before he, judges a person, they weigh a person, then talk. Otherwise they don't talk also. Isn't it true? It's like that. Society is like that. But in spiritual life, it's not like that. Spiritual life is always looking forward. If we are in spiritual life, and always praying for mercy. So here, you see Raghunath